Hello, Leo. This is your weekly reading for August 23rd through the 29th. And I am Don with Sonora Mystic Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first visit, well, we appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to find your way back as many times as you like. If this is a repeat visit, we love you guys even more. You guys have been supporting us throughout, and we enjoy it so much. By supporting us and stopping by, you give us inspiration to continue giving you information and guidance. So with that said, this is your weekly reading, Leo, for the week of August 23rd through 29th. Let's see what tarot has to say for you. I've been shuffling the deck, and of course, they look like they're getting froggy. They want to leap. I'm not really a big leaper guy, but if a card does leap out, I tend to take it on. With that said, let's take a peek. Let's see what Leo has. Oh, change. This is a week of change. It's going to start off with change, but the change is for the better. So be happy. The change is for the better. It's going to be a good change. Look at this. That change is going to carry you forward. It's going to move forward. It's going to create forward momentum, again, movement forward. And what do we do? At the end of the week, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate that change. We're going to celebrate that movement. Again, wonderful, wonderful reading so far. It's of course, change is always kind of frightening, but that's a great way to start a week. King of Pentacles, don't worry, money's okay. And look at this. This change is going to bring about even more money. And it's going to bring an end to heartache, frustration, irritation, all the problems you've been having. Again, it's time to put those things in the past. Queen of Swords, the patience has paid off. Patience. It's interesting too because you're very logical. Okay, so in this situation, Leo, you're a very logical thinker. You're somebody who has thought about this, has worked through certain things, has prepared for potential changes. And the Queen tells you very clearly that patience is your virtue in this situation. You are a patient person. Now, that's not always Leo energy, but for this situation, it is all about the patience, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. When you see, again, so as we look at this, we have the Tower energy. Tower energy says something's changing. You may not even know it's happening. You may not know you didn't plan for it. You didn't work for it, but change is coming. Change this week. This change is going to be a good thing. It's going to bring about a positive change. It's going to bring about a new beginning, start of something great, start of something that'll allow you to be a kid again, to allow you to grow, to turn something, to create, to make it yours. And it's going to create a movement forward for you, a movement that is really a positive movement forward. And because not all movement is good, not all change is good, but in this case, the change is good. It's going to, again, bring new life, new energy. It even could be, and by the end of the week, you're going to be celebrating it. Again, that change is going to be celebrated very, very much. It's going to bring in new money, new opportunity, new possibilities for money-making opportunities, and you're going to be okay. Life is good. Financially, you'll be fine. Actually, even not just financially. When you see this card, it's telling that the home life is good. You get the real estate, you get the house under control. You got the animals, which means you have abundance. You have this cloak, which means you're protected. This is wonderful. And what are you coming from? You're coming from all this frustration, anger, heartache, and determination to see you fail. Well, guess what? That has stopped. You're bringing it to an end. And why? Again, because you patiently faced it. You patiently faced it. When I look at this, there's another way to read this as well. Again, when you see the Tower card, things are changing. In other words, you could also be looking at a situation where you need change. Change is required. So again, this is a change card. I believe change is going to happen, but I'm going to read this from a different point of view to give you an idea of another way to see it. This is saying that, you know what? Change has to happen. If you are to move forward and see your success, then you must start making changes. And those changes cannot be small. Those changes have to be big. You're okay financially. You can make the change. You can. And your fear was that. But guess what? If you make this change, again, you're going to be creating something new, something great, something that's going to be more embracing of you. And that is going to bring you the money and the success that you want. Right now, you've toiled again, but you're afraid to make the change because you're afraid of what you don't know, what you don't see. But what you don't know and see is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful birth and regeneration. So again, if you are to move forward, you have to make a change. If you're stuck in a rut, this is the way you need to read this card. Change is needed. You have to make the change, and you can't just make a slow and steady kind of progressive change. This is where you have the Band-Aid and you rip it off. You just snap it off. That's what this is about. And if you make that change, again, you're moving to something that's going to be celebrated, and it's going to find a stability in your family, a stability with friends. It's going to balance your work and your home life. It's going to be celebrated. And again, the Queen of Swords says, use your logic. You know when it's the right thing. You know when it's the right time to do it, and you know it's the right thing to do. So again, you have the two options here. First of all, change is going to happen this week. And if it does, ride with it, because it has been something you've been working on, and it's going to lead to happiness and an end to party time. But if it isn't, again, if that is not what is happening here, then it's time that you make a change, and it's time that you just do it. Again, take the leap, walk in there if you have to and say, you know what, I need a change. This is not working for me. So that is what these two readings are like. Again, I believe it's going to be changed, but if it's not, it's time. And look at this again. You've worked, you've put the time in, you've struggled, you've dealt with a lot of crap. There's a reason for change. There's a time for change. And this is the reason and time for change. Look at this. You have a lot of stuff in the air now. You're dealing with a lot of crap, and I'm not surprised, because guess what? Again, it's brought you a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of frustration. It's probably also put a lot of stress on your family. Again, this is the reason for the change that's coming, or this is the reason why you must make the change. These cards are working in both regards. Temperance, you've been patient. I told you here about the patience. We talked about the patience. You've been patient. You work through it logically. You need to find the balance. What did I say about this? This is the celebration, because finding the balance between family and friends and work. And this is what you're doing. You have to find that balance. You have to find a balance between catastrophe and success. You have to find the balance between the conscious and subconscious. Listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guides have been talking to you, and you've not been listening. If you're somebody who doesn't want the change, somebody who hasn't made the change, somebody who needs to make the change, your spirit guides are telling you it's time, and you're not listening. But maybe you're listening now because you came to this site and you came to this reading. You came to this reading for a purpose, because you were looking for direction. You were looking for something because you felt lost. Well, guess what? Spirit finally found a way to connect to you, because they brought you here. So listen to Spirit. Find the balance. Make the change. If the change is happening and you're not in control of it, which is also a great thing. Again, if the first reading that we said is the significant view, then what they're saying here is it's time this is your time. You're getting rewarded with balance. You're getting rewarded with moderation. You're getting rewarded with your patience. And so just go with the flow, more or less go with the flow, ride forward, do the movement forward, and enjoy the family and so forth. Look at this. Again, balance between family and money and home and work. Finding the balance. What do they say here? This is finding the balance. This is balance all over this card. No matter if it's change coming for you automatically, or if you are looking to make a change, the point is that balance is there. And look at this. Again, it's something you thought about. Even if you hadn't planned for this change and it happened, you've been thinking about it. This is not going to be a total surprise to you. But if it's time to make the change, don't worry. You've already talked about it. You've already started planning for it. You just haven't done it. You didn't get off your butt. Change is going to get you off your butt. Change is going to force you to get off your butt. Or if, again, you are somebody who needs to make the change and it's not happening for you, then it is time for you to take the plans, take the ideas, and put them into motion. Why? Because you're going to find success, you're going to move forward, and you're going to celebrate the stability. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? I can't stress this enough. Look at this perseverance card. Love that card. The perseverance card. You've worked through it. You've persevered through it. Again, if this is something you need to make a change, then the perseverance card really fits for you. If the change is coming to you automatically, it's because you're getting paid off for your perseverance. What is the perseverance? The perseverance is, again, we talked about it. Again, that's patience. Look at this. I mean, these cards are connecting completely to tell you the situation. So, Leo, you have a wonderful week ahead of you. You have a tumultuous week ahead of you, possibly, but most importantly, ultimately, you have a lot of success coming through. This is your week. This is your week. Change is coming. Change is coming. Again, whether you want it or not, change is needed. And so the change is going to lead you to great things. Take the opportunity this week. Enjoy the change. Live your changed life. I think it's the full moon. This is the full moon coming up. The 22nd is the full moon. All this energy, and on my full moon video that's on most of the platforms where I give you the ritual to make change, you need to look at that, because in that video at the end, I said, live your changed life. And that's what this is going to be. Enjoy it, live your changed life. You've earned it. So go out there, Leo, make it a great week. Enjoy what is coming in front of you. Embrace it, work with it, use it, and you are not going to be displeased. Let me know how this resonates with you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on those social media platforms. If you want to drop me a line, let me know what you're thinking. Drop it at advice@sonoramystictarot.com. Again, email me at advice@sonoramystictarot.com. You want to book a reading? Send me an email, advice@sonoramystictarot.com, or go to sonoramystictarot.com and schedule one through the appointment calendaring system there. And don't forget to check out the other content on my platforms, under social media platforms, under Sonora Mystic Tarot. I am there and I do the daily downloads and a lot of free information and content. Check it out. Enjoy, 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 Leo. We will see you next week. And next week will also be accompanying the monthly reading for September, which should be quite interesting. I'm loving this, and I'm wondering how this is going to connect to that. So, Leo, have a great week. We will chat soon. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. Go out there and make it a great week. Bye-bye.